Welcome to the Big House, Michigan Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Turning it on. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
He's got the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll leave it with the lone back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped. A gain of 6. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about fit.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7. At the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll get rid of it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Moves the pocket. It's Denson. He's got it at the 25. All the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. All over him immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Finds his target. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The handoff. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up and throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. In the backfield, it's Brown. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Clemson jumps to the line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Out wide left, it's Davidson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And they'll fight for the ball. The defense wins it with the pick. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's Underwood to throw. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Finds his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Sends it back in motion. They just keep firing. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at. Because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. Underwood. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Turns it upfield. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Marsh. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. That they keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Lost to throw on 1st. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the right. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown Wolverines.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Back to pass, it's Denson. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with Appalachian State taking on the Georgia Southern Eagles.
Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room.
And it's the Mountaineers in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to squeak through the pile. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Gotta make the play on 4. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wolverines! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Denson. Wilson has it over the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Tigers are marching down the field. Wants to throw again. He lofts one down the sideline. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Stepping to the right. Slings it downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense has really struggled, and the only play they've made is to him out wide. So I understand why they're going back to him, but they've got to find something to get kick-started, to get moving, to get grooving. They've really, really struggled outside of the one play to that receiver out wide.
Needs it here on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. In traffic, it's Marsh. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
Play fake, Underwood. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Davidson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Hits the hole, it's Davidson. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quick give. It's Davidson. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.